what's the coach's name, Steve? Dana Holgorsen. Holgorsen. Bugaboo. Came out and said that Georgia's on another level. He went to one of their 7-on-7 camps or one of their practices and was really watching them. And look, I've been preaching this. I've been saying this. And just, again, he's just kind of, backing what everybody's feeling. And it got me thinking that it feels like that run that Bama had where the joke was Bama could beat an NFL team, like the low-end NFL team. And, I mean, during that time, dude, Bama felt like they couldn't lose, right? I mean, obviously, they lost a couple games during that time, but it was scary. And I hate it that it's Georgia. And I feel like with NIL, I feel like they're separating it even further, right? At least when Bama was doing it, felt like people were kind of staying close, but this class is just scaring the hell out of me that they're not slowing down by any stretch of the imagination. I think if there's a year to kind of take advantage of Georgia, it's going to be this year because it is a transition year in quarterback. You lost that entire defense that won the first championship is now gone, right? That second wave has left. This is the year to do it. If you let them have a hell of a season this year, shit, Steve.
It's a problem.
It's shit.
It's a problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate it. Look, I think USC is gonna give them a run just because it's just, and I don't think they don't play defense, but it's catch them off guard a little bit, kind of like Ohio State did in that last game. But I hate it. I know Dave is a big dog fan. Dave, what's your thoughts on a big guy?
To hell with Georgia.
Come on, Dave.
I mean, yeah. If they if they three-peat. Yeah, that's pretty bad for college football. But other than that, I mean, I have nothing else really to say about that. Like, you know how much I do not like talking about Georgia.
Yeah, unless it's an insult, Dave. Like, dude, you got to be able to have a conversation about it. Everyone knows you're not a Georgia fan. Nobody's gonna get their feelings hurt. Look, they're in the division. We have to talk about what our neighbor is doing. We got to know if they're gonna go piss in our backyard. You got to know your neighbor. If you don't know your neighbor, what are you doing?
Well, I guess all their recruits have good upbringing stars. So I guess they're all 5 stars. But yeah,
bro, you know what's ironic here? 10 minutes ago, he's like, I just report the news. I don't do anything. This is the other Dave.
This is the other Dave.
This is the other personality
this
we were
is
talking
blocked
about.
On Twitter.
Yeah, yeah. This is the passive Dave we were mentioning. Glad we were able to pull him out in the same show.
We got 2 Daves in one show. It's amazing.
I mean, look, they're recruiting lights out. I mean, you got to tip your hat. I mean, they're number 1 recruiting class. But I think was it the past 3 cycles? Maybe I think they were number 2 last cycle because
Bama hummed last year. Yeah. Bama hummed last year.
Alabama had like 10 5-stars in their class. So I think like I will say I do like it when Alabama and Georgia make it to the SEC championship because you know it's going to be a good game for the most part. I like to see who wins that contest there. But I mean, I'm really curious to see like USC. I mean, like what do they do this year? You know, you got the quarterback returning, and USC's recruited pretty well. I mean, so
they are.
I mean, as far as like teams that could compete with Georgia like this year, I mean, how many can you really look at? I mean, maybe
I think
USC,
Michigan's going to come back with a vengeance. They're going to give it a run this year.
Yeah, Michigan, like Michigan's good, but I just don't know, like, talent-wise, if they'll be able to compete. Like, did you expect if Michigan was to win against TCU last year, would they have really competed with Georgia? I think they would have competed better than TCU did.
Yes. But yeah, exactly. I think it would have been a better football game. And look, especially with Ohio State played them, I think Michigan, talent-wise, would have held up better. They just tore TCU's defense apart.
I am really shocked by the way that Ohio State recruits that Michigan's beat them 2 years in a row.